Good morning and welcome to our at-home edition of Muscle Moves. Exercises today will be done in 30-second intervals with some rest in between. Regarding your pace and the length and the intensity of your movements throughout this half hour, please exercise according to what is best and safe for you. Let's begin with our marching in place. Begin to start doing some folding in half, and just keep your head and shoulders a little bit straight and nice and tall. Nice head position for you now, and just start folding in half and begin. Super. Now we're going to do our arm circles. So we're thinking about lifting back here. We're thinking about maybe some side circles, some positions in the front, and even positions overhead. So these are all good. If there's a certain position that's working and real, you feel good response, stay there. If not, you can go all around. And begin. Rest, and now our side bending. So now we're going to start thinking about pulling in here, getting a little bit of tone, a little bit of tension, and beginning to fold in half, pumping on each side a few times, and then when you're ready, go to the other and begin. So let's go into our windmills. So these are things probably you did in gym class when you were in school, and these are just a good thing. And just be careful though, because your head's going to be pretty low. So watch your pace, just the first few minutes for dizziness or unsteadiness. Whew. All right, ready? And begin. Now we'll go into our squats. And always remember, you can certainly do something like this on your squats. Sometimes if you feel you just have that one side that's a little unsteady, you can certainly do this, or you can do it without a chair. So just think that through before we start. Okay. A little bit of lift on the arms when you go down, and here we go, and begin. Forward, hips back, hips front, hinging front to back. Nice tall gaze. Shoulder blades together at the top. Rib cage expanded. And rest. Okay, now our upper body turns. This is the one where we can get a little bit of front to back stance. So this is a little tricky. This is safer. Some width and some front to back. So now let's pull head, shoulders right on top of spine. All right, a little bit of bend. Here we go, and start turning. Okay, now we're going to go through those moves again, and this time you might, if you feel ready, you can get after it a little bit of pace, a little bit of a push through the movements if you feel it's safe for you and appropriate. Marching and go. Rest. Now we're folding in half. And begin. And rest. Now our arm circles again. Last week we talked about kind of getting a little bit of tone and tightening and squeezing on the arms and shoulders as you do this, almost like a strength exercise. And begin. Pull in the midsection. Keep it tight. Oh. Keep it pulled in. And rest. I'll tell you, that's tough when you, woo! That's good. What are we doing next? The side bends. All right, here we go. Same thing. Pull in, squeeze, squeeze. begin. Rest. Whew. All right, now we'll do our windmills. And begin. Rest. Now we'll go into our squatting position again. Okay. And begin. Rest. And now our upper body turns, and so just bring that other leg front. So one foot on one side of the middle, one foot in the other. Shoulders and head back on top of spine. Head, shoulders, hips right on top of each other. Trust your balance. Try not to get your head down here. Try not to look at your feet. All right, here we go. Ready? This is tough. Now be careful. Ready? Watch your pace. Go. So now we're going to add the exercises with the chair. So we'll have a chance to kind of sit, gather, and slow the heart rate, and do some chair-assisted work here. All right, crunches. We're out in the end. This shape in the midsection. Here, back here where you feel that tone when you go up, try to see if you can only go up so that this stays consistent. It's like a nice, smooth tension back and forth. And begin. is the one where we lifted a leg and went like this. Reach, open, reach, open, reach. This is a little tough, so be a little careful. You can do it with a bent knee, or you can challenge with the straight leg. Just get that open, close, big, long, slow movement for strength. In 3, 2, 1, go. Let's repeat both of those. So we'll go to our crunches, and then we'll go to the other leg. Here, try not to get this shape. You don't want to lose your, just tuck that in, get this type of shape in the front, and go. So, opposite arm, opposite leg. This position to this position. Open, reach and fold. That's the movement. All right. And begin. That's pretty tough for me. That's a hard one, isn't it? Yeah, that's neat. Okay, now we'll do our side bending in this seated position. All right. And begin. This one, we're going to our push-up position. We'll do 2 sets of 30 seconds. The first one is a slight movement or hold, either way. Try to get a nice, strong, straight core in this position, right here. Try not to do too much of this. Try not to do too much of this. Right in between with a nice tall head, and see if we can do a little bit of holding or moving. And begin. rest. Very good. This one, we'll just do this, and then you get in this position and just do a little bit of this lifting and reaching with that knee. And then you can switch legs as you do this, please. And begin. Rest. All right. Let's go to our standing position. And let's do our leg swinging first. In 5 seconds, we'll think about lifting to the front, to the side, and behind us. To the other side. And begin. Rest. Today, let's add just a nice foot rocking motion. So just front to back position. So just hips front, hips back, heel up, toes up, and continue. Heels, toes, heels, toes, hips front, hips back, head tall, head front. And rest. Folding in half, arms in the front. Just turn and pump, 3, and turn and pump, 3. And 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. One more on each side. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. Now, let's go take that other foot front. Let's do our foot rocking again. Toes up, toes up. Let's do this right now. Heels, toes, heels, toes, hips front, hips back, front, back, head tall, head front, tall and folded down. Please continue. And rest. All right, so right with that chair there, let's just keep that position. Now, nice ballet pose and positions, and stretch as you fold in half. And other foot front as you fold in half. Hands on your knees. Rock to the side. Other side. Shoulder in. Shoulder other in. Other shoulder in, sorry. So rotate one shoulder in. Opposite shoulder in. Continue. And rest. Thank you for joining today's at-home edition of Muscle Moves, and we will see you next Thursday at 10.